Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that. I sincerely apologize. I don't keep track of time, but it literally did not feel like an hour.
Right? Right? I
It
know.
literally felt like I felt like we were talking for like 20 minutes.
Right?
But you were saying how you're still trying to figure out how you feel about Black is King.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Black is King, yeah. Because of that, yeah. Because it has a lot. Have you seen it?
Yeah,
Okay. So like the Lion King references.
yeah.
I was like, okay, why are we trying to bring Lion King in this? Um, I think it's like I get what was supposed to happen. I mean, what the intention was, but to me, and I'm still figuring it out. So that's a part of the reason why I'm figuring it out still is Beyonce is doing this different form of storytelling,
Very.
and and as an artist, as a creative, I respect it. I don't quite understand it because I sing, I do singer songwriter stuff, and I act, and I definitely think that the two worlds can cross. But I think I don't see the connection because what she did it with the other, and it's honestly the same thing to with Lemonade in a way, except for Lemonade to me connected a little bit more with the poetry. This didn't really have a lot of poetry in it, so it was more of the visual than anything. So it was like
It was very pretty.
I would, yeah, definitely visually it was good. And I love Brown Skin Girls the song anyway. I like the message behind it. Before the video, and I really love the video because I think that I love to see when anybody loves each other, especially women and most especially Black women, because that has not always been the case, and it's not always celebrated and always brought to the forefront, especially with reality TV and stuff like that. And it's like it always showing a lot of conflicts, and there is a love within our community, and there's a love amongst Black women in our community, and that's not shown and highlighted enough. So I really appreciate that. So there were certain things individually that I like as a whole, as a story. It absolutely did not make sense to me, and it's like she was trying to tie in the Lion King piece, and that made it, instead of making it make more sense, it made less sense to me as an overarching story.
Yeah.
Like, because when you tell in theater, you tell a story. In movies, you tell a story. Um, Ideally, in albums, you can tell a story. Sometimes it's not necessarily telling a story. And that's what it feels like. It feels like it was a bunch of random pieces put together in a beautiful visual that the visual, in some ways, I guess maybe start at a certain point, started to tell a story. Um, at the end, she started it one way. Well, I would say I think I get the intention behind it, but to sit and watch the whole thing, it didn't make sense. So I get, and then she kind of brought in the Prince of Egypt as well a little bit in it. We're putting the baby in the basket and coming back, and I saw the analogies that she was trying to draw, or what she was drawing, from my understanding, and I think that the intentions behind it were very powerful. The storytelling, not so much. Because I think it was maybe too much. Too, it was too much and not enough at the same time. I think in some areas it was maybe too much, but then when it came to the songs, or there was no. This is like if I was listening to this, that like there would be no way that I would understand what's happening. The only way I kind of knew what's happening because I know the story of Prince of Egypt, and that part makes sense. Um, with Moses and then coming back to the people. That
Mm-hmm.
honestly was probably my favorite part of the story as a whole. The songs didn't quite make sense um, to the story, and to me, I didn't get I'm still figuring it out. And I also think that the whole Lion King comparison we could have done without that as well. Um, so, because in the beginning she has I think she has the baby with the white, and then she kind of goes back to that towards the end, and then the son gets older and come back. So it's like she was tying two stories together to create this. So it's like I got it at the end, but a lot in the middle just really didn't make sense, and the music even less sense. It didn't tell a story. I mean, I get like the music, how different songs, like at the wedding, I guess they were supposed to, brown skin girls, have no idea how that fit in anything. I like the piece, I like the video, I like the song. As a story, don't know how it would fit other than Beyonce just putting her kids and stuff. Like a lot of it didn't really, and that's just me looking at it from my storyteller eyes, from my writer eyes, from my theater movie, acting eyes. It's like, okay. Musically, I mean, I guess visually it was dope. Like the dances, the costumes, like all of that was dope. But storytelling wise, I'm like, okay. Like I get it, but it don't make sense.
Yeah.
I personally would have definitely tried to flesh the story out better. However, it's Beyonce. She has the money to do what she wants to do and go make more money from it. And she had, and Sir has something. I think this is his name, her son's name, have something for himself. Blue Ivy got her credit, and
she should be equity before me.
Listen, everything. She win an award, win a Grammy, win a Tony, whatever.
Honestly. I think to touch back off of what you said, I think this is something that Beyonce has been doing a lot lately, where she's sharing her more creative side, but it's kind of like
it's choppy.
Where's the context?
Right.
Like, where's the what song was that? Where she's ape-ish, where she's like, pay me in equity, or watch me reverse out of debt. That's specific. What happened that you're saying that? Did you go in debt at some point, and now you decided to go in equity? Like, she doesn't open up a lot about her life, so it's kind of like, I get you. This what you're saying is cool, but there's no context.
Right. Well, and I think that Beyonce is an artist, and in that perspective, I think. Well, I do like that they don't go much into their personal. Well, I think Jay-Z did his last album, his very last album. Oh Lord, what's the name? Who was that? I think that song was on that album. It was actually on his album, I think.
Yeah.
So that album for him, it definitely he typically shares more.
He does. Yeah. Beyonce's always been very private.
Right, and as an artist, you have to open up. You have to, personally, I'm a private person, so just figure. There's a level of vulnerability even in information.
Yeah.
So that being said, though, Beyonce is good at what she does. Beyonce is good at rehearsing pieces. It's quite obvious she doesn't write a lot of her material. And from that itself, and I don't think it necessarily have to do with any privacy per se. I think that creatively, throughout her career, for the most part, she hasn't done much. And it's obvious. It's obvious if you're creative and if you notice these things. It's also very forgivable because what she does well. She will rehearse and practice to the point to where she delivers the product of what she does. When it comes to being creative, it's quite obvious that she doesn't create her own stuff, or very minimum for things like that. Because most people who do, they talk a different way. Their music is a different way. Even if, because sometimes when you write songs from personal experience. Sometimes you write songs for other people, meaning that it may not necessarily be your personal experience, but it could be personal to someone that is personal to you, or it could be observation, or it could be conversation, whatever inspires, you know. But it has to. It's always that truth that connects us all, and sometimes.
Oh,
What's that?
keep going. Keep going.
No, okay.
This is.
No, and I think that sometimes, you know, it's that truth regardless of whose story it is, and if you didn't write it, sometimes it's quite obvious, and it's obvious not necessarily in the performance of it, but when you hear a person talk or don't talk, or when you hear certain material that's like, okay, that sounds like it's like you said, that one line. It's like, okay, you know, that's a real line, so I'm gonna hear more, versus something else that's not, you know, and you know, it's been quite obvious to me for a long time that she didn't write her own material, but she's an amazing dancer. She can sing.
Amazing performer.
She, and this is what she is. She's an entertainer. She's a performer, a horrible actor. We still love her.
What'd you say?
A horrible actor.
You snuck that in, and we heard that though.
I mean, come on, that's not.
She's terrible though. She's an awful actor. Awful.
Yeah, right.
Do you remember Carmen? Did you watch Carmen when you were a kid?
Her Carmen?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You didn't see the hip opera?
The hip hop one? No, I didn't want to, because I absolutely love Carmen Jones with Dorothy Dandridge. Dorothy Dandridge is one of my absolute favorites. She's classic. I don't think she gets enough credit, you know, because she was with Marilyn Monroe and Audrey Hepburn and all them. They got all this credit, and these beautiful white women who also, you know, I think had decent careers, but she don't get a lot of credit, and she was a black woman, and I absolutely love her, and Carmen Jones is one of the movies that she did. That was the one that she was the first black nominated actress for that role in that movie, and that's a classic to me, and I love Dorothy Dandridge. I love the work in it. Harry Belafonte, you know, I absolutely love that movie. So I most definitely now. But when I was younger, I didn't want to, because I didn't want to have it ruined. And now that I've seen Beyonce's work, or the lack thereof, or maybe I want to say her work I'm pretty sure is a lot. Maybe talent, I don't know. But I would say that I would be extra super pissed to watch that. I did see, I think the first movie I saw Beyonce in was is it Fighting Temptation?
We finished each other's sentences. Yeah. Fighting Temptation. That was good.
And that was actually probably the best I've seen her act as well.
You're so funny. You didn't like her in what was that one movie with Idris Elba?
Obsession or whatever.
My mom loves that movie. I think she likes it because of Idris Elba, because like,
of course,
it's Idris.
Of course.
I'll watch
him wasn't bad. She just didn't act well in it. It was like, yeah. I think the best movie of her with her acting was Fighting Temptation. But my favorite movie with her in it is probably Cadillac Records. I think she did a horrible job in that too.
I didn't see that one.
But I like the movie because I love Etta James, even though I didn't think she did her justice. However, I love Etta James, and it wasn't just about her. It was about Cadillac Records, and it had the guys in there, and you know, and Etta James.
You didn't like Dreamgirls?
Oh, well, I like Dreamgirls. I like Dreamgirls. Okay.
Your face reaction.
It's just like, okay. I would still say my favorite movie would be Cadillac, because to me, Cadillac Records was more of a movie. Dreamgirls was like musical theater meets movie world, which I think was I think they did a decent job in it, because it was, well, you know, so it was like musical theater, but this is a movie, but this is musical theater, and this is a movie. But I like Dreamgirls, the musical. So I would say I like that one too. It's like, maybe it's a tie, because I really like Dreamgirls. And I think the movie was decent. I don't think she acted well in that either. However, I do like the movie, and I don't like that they put "listen" in there, and I like Gleason actually put that in the because they're what's the word for it? They're bringing it back. Well, they brought it back to West End, and then they were bringing one day they was gonna bring it back to Broadway because they were doing auditions for it for like the past 2-3 years to bring it back to Broadway in New York, and I think they were gonna bring it back 2019, but then I think Ain't Too Proud ended because they were gonna bring it back to the theater that we originated at, which oh god, I can't think of the name right now, but it was the same theater that Ain't Too Proud, you know, and of course, on Broadway, at least before the pandemic, they can't have too many black shows, too many shows that's similar that are black at least on Broadway. So, so they brought that one instead, and it was still no official date of coming back to Broadway. But I will say, I do like the musical Dreamgirls, and I like the movie. I don't like that they put "listen" in it, and I don't like that they put "listen" in it was in the West End one, and then when it was coming back to Broadway, they're gonna. So in the revival, and Dreamgirls revival after the movie, they added "listen" to it. So and then they also, and I don't like that they added Spirit to Lion King. I get what she's trying to do, and I respect her so much for it as an artist. I do, because honestly, if I was in her situation, I'd probably do the same thing. But the music to the classic didn't quite gel to me personally. However, I still like Lion King, the original. I still like Dreamgirls. And I still like Beyonce, you know, just certain things I ain't mad at, but I'm not necessarily a fan of.
Yeah, true. I mean, regardless, at the end of the day, make your money. So,
Right.
All right. So, where can people follow you, stalk you, all that fun stuff?
You can follow me here at Carmi_Harris. I forgot my Instagram information, but knock over everything. Carmi Harris, CARMI_HARRIS, as I forget to spell my name. And my website is carmiharris.net. Yeah. And I will have more stuff coming on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel, but it's older stuff now. I mean, you can check it out. But I'm working on revamping that. And I forget what my name. I think you just type in Carmi Harris. I think that's what it is.
You said Skype?
Huh?
You said Skype?
No, YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was like, who uses Skype anymore?
Oh, no. YouTube. My content's on YouTube, my website, Instagram, and then Facebook. Facebook is a little bit more relaxed, but you can follow me or friends me on Facebook, Carmi Harris. I do some stuff on there that's only specific to Facebook since we've been in the pandemic. I've done a few virtual shows, so why not? Yeah, because you know how we do it on Zoom, and then Zoom only connects to certain platforms. So
yeah,
like Facebook being Facebook, and I think now you can connect to YouTube. So I will have more stuff on YouTube. I'm gonna have more stuff on YouTube anyway. But some stuff of the virtual stuff that I've been doing. Of course, Instagram can't quite put it all in here. So
unfortunately,
that's the best way you can follow me.
You do so much, though. It's always so exciting to see you on my feed. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's so famous. You are, though, and I really appreciate you taking out the time to like talk to me for over an hour. I apologize for being over an hour because I know you have lots of
going
things
in and out. I don't know what's happening. I don't get on Instagram Live that much, and I think that's probably why. Like my phone was like, "What is happening? What are we doing?" I got on Live the other night, and the same thing was happening, and I'm like, "Oh gosh!" Like,
oh, and also thank you for suggesting that soap.
Oh yes, quick shout out to Wild Essence soap. Yes, I love it. Absolutely love it. I just got I don't have the soap right next to me, but I do have this. It's Wild Essence soap. They're handmade healing soaps, natural healing soaps, which are amazing. Which one did you get? You got the turmeric.
I got the turmeric.
Yes, I actually am using the turmeric right now. I use different ones. My favorite, I think, is between turmeric and bentonite clay so far. However, I just got lavender. which I think it smells. I mean, they all smell good, but lavender, of course, is lavender. And the Splurina and Sea Kelp. I just got that one as well. There's also a CBD one as well that I want to try. Well, I have it, but I haven't tried it yet because I'm still using the turmeric one. And that one is, I mean, it's CBD, but it's not. It doesn't have the THC in it, but it's CBD to help you relax. So,
Oh.
so each of them have their own benefits, of course, as anything. But turmeric is actually really good. That's usually a really good starter soap. I use it. I use the soaps on my hair, my face, my skin. I'm not wearing any makeup right now. So yes, it's yeah, and I also use the face mask. It's like a dry clay mask that I use as well. From
It's on her site, or it's a separate one?
It's on the site. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see that
one
one.
one on the site. The one that I have is a detox mask. I didn't see that on the site because I just went there the other day. But I saw the I think it's not the detox one, but it's maybe a charcoal mask or a what is the mask? Or bentonite clay mask. It's one of them. But it's the same thing. It's a dry clay. Either way, it's still the same. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's still, the concept is still the same. It's dry clay, and then you mix it with water, put it in your skin, and let it sit for a while. And it's amazing. The products are amazing. She's Jamaican, so the products, some of them come from Jamaica, and then she's based in Clearwater, Florida. Very supportive of the arts. And her soaps are amazing. And her body butter creams are too, especially in the winter time because they're very concentrated, but they're not like heavy. So yeah, I've been using her for her products, her soaps for about, I don't know, maybe 3 years. Wow. I started when I started, and I love it because I started using natural products anyway. I'm big on like health and all this stuff, and then I came across her products, and I fell in love with her and her products since. So yeah, Wild Essence soap. Yeah. So how are you liking the soap? The turmeric.
Love it. I feel like I'm drying out my skin because I wash my face so much. Because I just love, like, it's like the highlight of my day. Like, oh, I can't wait to wash my face.
Right. That's what I feel like too. It's like, you know, washing my face, taking a shower. Wow, that's anyway. You know, it's just sort of getting in the water or putting, you know. But the stuff, like, it's natural and make you feel connected to earth, and this is beautiful. And it's good for you. It's healthy, you know. It's good for your skin. It's also good for your organs and stuff. You know what you put in your skin, and you also, in some ways, are putting inside of your body, and not directly, but it could also have an effect on that too. So it's very fun. It's very fun, and it has its benefits. You know, that's like that cherry on top. Is okay, it's, you know, skin is clearing up or whatever, you know. But the fun is actually the process, and that's, you know, so. So this Wild Essence soap, and I love it. I'm glad you got to try it.
I'm glad that I randomly went on your story and you talked about it.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely feeling the benefits of it, and I know I'm rushing. Like, I'm like, I want it all to go away tomorrow, but like,
yeah,
it's nice seeing it like it fade. It's like I've been waiting 30 years of my life for something like this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it doesn't happen overnight, but when you don't think about it and just do it, and then one day you wake up and like, oh wow.
Yeah, it's nice. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much, Carmi, for this. We have to do this again because I feel like there's a lot of left unsaid. So we're for sure gonna do this again in the future. Okay?
Definitely, I'll be back. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right. Be safe.
You too.
Bye.